Telling you, I love that attitude going into a game like this as big-time underdogs. But what is it going to take, Pete, for this Washington team, more so than just that attitude, to pull off this big-time upset and get the win over Alabama?
They got to hold up against the run because big bulk doesn't always work. You saw that last night when Arkansas, who outweighed Virginia Tech's defensive line by about 65 pounds a man, they tried blasting away, and Virginia Tech just kept holding up. That's kind of what Washington's going to have to do. They're going to have to hold up against an Alabama offensive line that's just going to drill them into the ground. I mean, you can just see it. I mean, it's just, you go to the two different practices, and it's just a night and day difference. I mean, Alabama just has enormously freakish human beings. I mean, people are not supposed to be this size and this fast. And Washington's got a bunch of bulked up power forwards. I mean, they can see them run. They're big guys, but it's just not like Alabama. So they've got to hold up, and they've got to just kind of get that defense off the field, control the clock, and don't let the defense wear down as the game goes on.
All right, so Pete, at 120 Sports, we have what's called the $100 bet. The Las Vegas odds makers say that Alabama is 14 points better than Washington. Where are you putting your money tomorrow?
I will put my money, if I had it, of course, and if betting was legal in the state of Atlanta or in America and online, Washington the 14. It's kind of like Charles Barkley being misquoted in his own autobiography. I will make this pick and admit that it is wrong because Alabama can come out and steamroll them. But if you're just going to play this thing smart and kind of realize the trend that's happening, look, the double-digit favorites so far this bowl season, I believe, are 1-5 or even 1-6 against the spread. It's just, the double-digit favorites are just not covering. So between that trend and if you're going to give me 14 points in a college football playoff game, all right, you know what? I'll take my chances on that. Alabama's better. Alabama wins. Now, there's a very good chance that Alabama just ends this thing after 2 drives. And certainly the Alabama people, not the Alabama team, but the Alabama people, the entire contingent here in Atlanta, and it's like 90% Alabama people. They're in Tampa already. I mean, it's almost like the Hillary campaign. They think the thing is won. I mean, they're already measuring the drapes for the White House. They're already in. They think this is just a mere formality at this point. There's no way Washington can beat them. I think as bad as the Pac-12 is, as bad as the Pac-12 has been this bowl season, I just think that Washington, with this month to prepare, might just come out and just make this closer than a lot of people think.
Yeah, to that point about the Pac-12, doesn't it concern you that Colorado got just blasted by Oklahoma State last night?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's my call all season long was that the Pac-12 was bad at playing college football. I mean, look what's their best win this year? It's Stanford over Kansas State early on. What's their second best win this year? There isn't one. I mean, it's maybe BYU losing to Utah. I mean, this conference just does not have non-conference wins. Colorado was exposed, and you've seen Washington State get exposed by Minnesota, and I think the trend's going to continue. I think Penn State's going to expose USC, and certainly I do think Washington's going to lose this game. But it might be a case of good team, bad conference. But at the same time, look at the SEC. You're going to look at Alabama's record and say, okay, yeah, this is great. They got all these great wins. Arkansas took it on the chin. They didn't deal with South Carolina or Vanderbilt, but those teams lost. And look at the Mississippi State struggling against Miami University. Maybe, just maybe, the SEC just wasn't all that good this year either, and Alabama's record's a little overinflated.